Good afternoon. This is John here with B&D RV Center in Vernal, Utah. We're here with some tech tips and suggestions on batteries and what we found that works for us and what we have liked and found to be proven successful. First off, we're going to start with battery care and maintenance. So the batteries here, if you notice, have caps on top. These are a liquid-filled battery. They require for you to check and maintenance them. If you just got a new coach and just got new batteries on there, I suggest checking them the first 3 months, once a month, to figure out what kind of water they're using. And eventually, like on mine, I've got it down, I just check them in the spring and fall, and that's just fine. Now, to check them, you pull the caps off the top, and if you notice, there's plastic that goes down in the bottom. The water should be up to that plastic. If it is not, you want to add distilled water. Do not fill them to the top of the battery. Then, second off, if you notice your battery, like you have no liquid in your batteries, if that ever happens, it's not the best thing in the world, and your batteries could be bad, but what we have found to help us and save the battery is we'll add a quarter of battery acid, then the rest distilled water, then we'll put them on a long, slow charge overnight, and found to be able to save them. What does happen there is a filament that builds up on the cells, and it does hurt them, won't ruin them, but from there. Now, we're going to talk the difference between 12 volt and 6 volt. Well, for 12 volt, I suggest a 12 volt battery for someone that's always plugged in all the time. They're at campground camping, going from campground to campground, or they have it at their house plugged in all the time and they're just using it at their house. These work great. They're cheaper, is why I suggest these. As far as the 6 volt batteries, and this is more my style camping, is I love to dry camp. We go to the mountain, there's no power. These will hold a lot deeper charge. These have a 232 amp hour rating at a 32 amp hour draw, where 12 volt is more of a 96 amp hour rating. So the other reason why these are better is a 6 volt battery was built to be a deep cycle battery, where a 12 volt was converted over to be a deep cycle battery. If you notice, the 6 volt is about 2 inches taller than the 12 volt. Well, therefore you get a lot deeper cells, which a lot more draw time off of them for that. Now, to hook up the 6 volt, you do not change your trailer to be a 6 volt trailer. Your trailer stays the same. It's all in how you wire it up. So you'll have one jumper wire, and you take your one jumper wire from your negative post to your positive post. Nothing else will go on this. Everything off the camper you will want to bring to the negative side of this battery and the positive side of this battery. That converts these into being one big 12 volt battery. Now on your 12 volts, to hook them up, is you will have a jumper from one negative to the other negative and one positive to the other positive. Now this is a personal preference, and I like to do it, and I suggest if you can and the wires are long enough, but off your coach, I would bring all the negatives to one battery and all the positive to the other battery. This allows the charge to charge batteries at both at the same time, and also drawing off at the same time. So if you have any questions, always feel free to call us. I know I've left stuff out. This is just meant to be a brief video. Please give us a call. Number here is 435-789-1970.